Hi everybody, hello. Welcome to my channel. Today we have yet another story time. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this. So the story dates back to when I was still in high school. No, not high school, varsity. So um it was around the time when we're writing exams. So that time kind of feels like free time, if you manage your time wisely. Like you get a lot of free time because literally all you have to do is to know your timetable by head and prepare in time, and then you can have all the time to yourself. If you're somebody that loves fun, if you're somebody that loves any other thing, outside of school, because I know it's not everyone that has other hobbies outside of school or has other interests or whatever. But I happen to be one of those people, so I had to make time for leisure. And my kind of fun, or let me rather say, I'm the kind of person who, if I want to do something, I want to do it when I want to do it. So I don't want to be inconvenienced by anybody, like a friend or whatever. So I'm yet to understand how people only get to go out with friends and all of that. Because I mean, what happens if you want to go out and then your friends aren't available? So does that mean you now are forced to stay indoors and not do anything with your life just because somehow your fun is dependent on those people? And also, what if they don't have money and you do? Does that mean you give them money so you can have fun? Which sounds to me like you're now paying for the fun. I don't know, but like, I'm yet to understand it. But I'm the kind of person who, if I want to do something, I'll do it alone. If there's people then who are willing to join, we can go ahead and have some fun. It's cool. So I'm not much of a friends person, if you can call it that, because I do what this tells me to do and not what anybody else tells me to do. So fine. It was around those times in varsity, and I had decided I was going to go to East London. I remember, I think I was paying like 200 rand for return, that is to go and to come back. So I wanted to go there because I mean it's a town unlike the one that we had in Alice where I went for school. That one was like very small. There was no interesting things, no beach, nothing. Whereas this London has everything you would need. You see, like it has the beach, it has all the shops, it has like everything. So fine. I decided I was gonna go to East London, and the day came. I went to East London, and I remember the week before, my Batu sneakers had arrived. So then, when you order online, they obviously don't have an option to. They didn't at the time. I don't know about now, but they didn't have an option where you could say you want to customize them, and I wanted to do that, but also I didn't know where I would get a Batu store. But fortunately, the week that I was going to East London, they were opening one at Hemingway's Mall. So I was like, yep, perfect timing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go there and customize my sneakers, and then I can do the rest of the stuff that I wanted to do, which is basically just spending all that bursary money, because they gave us in form of a voucher. So it's very difficult to spend it. You have to buy something for somebody and then they have to give you money, you know, because it's not all the time that you want to finish all that money on books. Yeah, I did buy some, but like I still had some money, so I wanted to spend all of it. Cool. I went there, but it was so full, so the guys were like, hey, you are on numbers mang mang, so you're gonna have to either come back again, or you can leave them and then he will call you to come and pick them up, something like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm doing just that. I'm gonna leave these and then I'll come whenever they like, okay, they're ready for collection. It's cool. So I did that. I left. I don't remember some of the stuff that I did, but I remember going to Steers, you know, just to have a meal, as I was thinking about going back to Alice, to my place, which I wasn't really excited about. I mean, I didn't want to go back. There's so much to do in East London, like that. Those few hours I spent there weren't enough for everything that I wanted to do, you see. So, but I was like, let me just go grab a meal as I try to gather my thoughts as to what's the way forward. What am I gonna do now? Cool. As I'm there eating, so this group of guys, which you can see, they're also school kids, came in. Not kids, but you know, yeah, varsity kids. They came in and then they were talking and talking. So I don't know what they wanted, but one of them approached me and they were asking whatever, and then I was responding. And that's when we started having a conversation. You know, he was telling me about how he was struggling with his schoolwork, and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, what? You know, we got into a detailed conversation as to what that was, what course he was doing, what was I doing, and if I could help or anything like that. And then he was describing it, and I was like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm hoping that he stays at Res here in East London. I'm hoping that he's a student from here in East London. But as we're talking, he tells me that no, he attends Nelson Mandela University. I'm just like, okay. Because now my plan was that if at least he studies here in East London, it's gonna be easy for him. I mean, we've already introduced each other, so we're no longer strangers now. So it's gonna be easy for me to ask him, to ask anybody he knows for like just a place to, you know, so I can go the next morning. My plan was to like fix the other things before I could go back. So I was like, okay, cool. So we just started talking. And then he was asking me about where am I going and all of that. So I just told him. For some reason, I was like really completely honest with him and open, telling him everything. And then he was like, you know what? Me and my boys, I don't know, somebody was having a birthday or something like that. Me and my boys are having a party or something like that. So we could, you know, just go and have a few. And I'm like, you know what? I'm up for some fun. Being alone in this town, just running errands and whatever, hasn't been a lot of fun after all. So maybe this is what I needed. So I'm like, you know what? It's okay with me. We go. I only had a backpack. I remember I didn't have like bags because I wasn't there for long. I was just there to do a few things and go back. Cool. I think think he also like grabbed something. We were just eating, talking, and then when we were done, we went out. He wanted to buy, or he asked what I would like to eat later on, you know. And then I was like, no, anything really. And I remember, I think there was a, no, I think it was a chicken licken. I don't know if it was a chicken licken or a hungry lion, but yeah, a place like that where we went and got ourselves meat that was gonna be for supper and everything. And then we went to buy their drinks. He asked me if I wanted anything, and yeah, obviously I wanted a few also, so we bought those and then we're headed to their place. But at this point, the guys, I don't know if it was just guys who knew him and they had just met, because at this point I don't remember where the rest of them went to, you know, because it was just now myself and this dude, but he kept calling people and telling them that, okay, no, I'm buying, I'm coming and whatever. So it's chilled. I'm like, this sounds safe, because I mean, he's got a party, so we're not gonna get there and it's some weird vibes. No. So I'm like, let's go have some fun. We go. The guy is already drunk, let me tell you. He was sleeping in that taxi, guys. And I don't know where we're going. I don't know East London like that. If I remember correctly, we were going to Mdantsane. I've never been to that place. I don't know where we're supposed to be stopping. The guy is sleeping. There's other people in the taxi. I don't even know how I'm gonna be waking him up. Oh, I woke him up, you know. Okay, what made it so difficult for me to wake him up was the fact that we were not sitting together. He was sitting next to the driver, and I was sitting, I think, just behind them. Guys, I don't have his cell phone number. I can't even be like, okay, maybe let me just call him to wake him up or something. So now I have to make it obvious that I don't know the guy that I'm with right now, and it's insane. He wakes up and then the next 3-5 minutes is gone again, but fortunately he managed to wake up at some point. And then I remember the taxi had to reverse back because yeah, but we got to the place eventually. It was cool when we left the taxi. It was all fun and games. Now we're laughing about it. But then I'm like, yo, you know, when we're inside, I really didn't know what to do. I don't want people staring or asking questions or whatever, because they obviously saw that we were together. So they, you know, I don't know if I was just overthinking it, but yeah, I was like, now I'm fine of it, you know. Cool. We get off, we get there. So when we get there, there was a couple of other guys, 2 or 3. So it's a chilled vibe. Everybody's just chilling outside. It's outside. I'm just thinking about the name, what they give to those houses that are they in Danzan? What do they call them? I forgot the name, but I hope it's gonna, yeah, I hope I'll remember it. So everybody is just chilling there. It's a vibe, it's nice. And like the conversation is going so well. We're getting on so well with the dude. It's nice. Friendly vibes, cool stuff. And then yeah, they started playing music. Yo, we were dancing. Everybody was getting along with everybody. We were dancing. It was so nice. But now here's the thing. I am the only girl around here. Everybody else is a guy. Like, that makes me feel uncomfortable. But what am I gonna do? Silana, man. Sure. So we're dancing, it's nice, we're playing our favorite jams and everything. It's cool. And then now it gets dark, and at this point, I mean, I've already accepted that I'm only gonna go back in the morning. It's cool. Okay. I remember at some point I had a boyfriend, from varsity. I just don't know. I think he was not at school, so then that's why it was so easy for me to just be like, I'm gonna go back tomorrow. I think maybe he was home or something. And then he started calling me, as if he could feel that something is not right. Coming! One thing about these neighbors, they will come when I'm shooting a video. They won't come any other time when I'm free, ready to attend to them. But when I'm busy, but it's okay. We won't stop. All right. So, um, yeah, at this point, he keeps calling me because he's obviously uncomfortable. He's not understanding any of the stuff that I'm trying to explain, understandably so. And I'm talking to him over the phone just to make him relax. I remember, I think like it was a very long call we had. Yeah. But obviously I was trying to not make him panic and also let him know that I'm not in any kind of danger. I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm a big girl. Cool. And I also told him, no, we're gonna talk tomorrow or something like that, because obviously I wasn't in a state to be explaining anything at this point. Oh, I think another thing that made him call me so much is because I I uploaded some pictures, when we were dancing, you're having fun, and then you're taking pictures, posting on statuses. And one thing about me, you'd swear I don't have the option to hide people on my status. Like, I never do that. Like, I'm just an it's either you guys know now. I don't have time to be hiding people. That's just dishonesty, and I don't do that. I'm a sweet girl. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, the guys went. I remember they had to go buy more booze. They came back. We were still partying. They were smoking. Yeah, until it was very late, and then everybody was like either going home or whatever. Yeah, people were now tired, others sleeping, and all of that. Remember, I just forgot how they call those. I don't want to say it's a shack because it sounds somehow. They have this really, you know, cute name that they give to those kind of houses. But I think when I say it's a shack, it's a shack. I give somebody who doesn't have an idea and understanding of what kind of room I'm talking about. So then, what I'm trying to get at is the fact that it's a one room, literally one. The kitchen and the bedroom is one thing. So, yes. And now we're all gonna be in that situation. Remember how parties end, like someone is too drunk, they're not gonna be in the senses to say, oh, now I'm getting too drunk, oh, I'm too drunk, let me go home. You're sitting on the chair, one is sitting on the chair, next thing they're gone. So it was that kind of thing. But it's chilled. I mean, I remember there was a point where everybody was sleeping. I, made myself comfortable in the bed and slept until it was the early hours of the next morning. And I'm like, whew, okay, we're safe. Nothing happened whatsoever. But then now, I remember the guy who brought me to the party was feeling somehow now about the fact that we just slept like that. Everybody just dozed off, and that's how everything ended. He was feeling somehow because remember, first thing he said when he woke up in the morning, ah, Yolanda, why didn't you wake me up? You know, something like that. Like he was feeling like, you just let me sleep, or how could you just let me sleep? Why did you not wake me up? When did we even sleep? Asking me all those kind of questions. I'm like, no, you were tired, whatever. Not, I'm like, yes, thank God everybody just went straight to bed, because what is he asking me now? What was supposed to happen? Why was I supposed to wake him up before? I mean, Alele, why was I supposed to do that? What was the deal? What were we there about? Was it not the party? Was the party not over? So were we not supposed to sleep? You know. Now I'm very happy, Shame. Inside I'm like, yes, yes. So now I'm waking up, preparing to go. And I'm like, oh, Shame. Now I think, yeah, we even exchanged numbers at this point. With yo, thank you so much, whatever, this was cool, this was fine, I'm gonna call you guys again, and whatever. Yeah, I remember they gave me space to bath in the morning, which was really cute, and I could lock from inside so that nobody gets in by any chance. So yeah, I bathed, it was okay, and then I was ready to go, and then it was nice, man. So I they managed to like make me stay a little bit more and all of that, playing music and having some fun. I remember waiting for results that day. Yo, we were done with the exams. Now I remember we were waiting for results. So I kept checking my student online. I kept checking people's statuses and everything. And some people's marks were reflecting. Hey, mine, I was still waiting. Yo, I was so worried. I was so worried about that module, but thank God everything went well. To finish off my fun, everything went well. Got it. Yeah, all is good. So then, like, yeah, we want to go to know time is not on my side. These guys just want to keep me here. Now they want to have a braai. They'll be slaughtering ihagu, I think, and I'm invited and whatnot. And this is also gonna happen today. Instead of like, no guys, no ways, I have to go. Like I told you, I have to go. So maybe next time, Shame, let this one pass me. I'm gonna join you guys when you have something next time. Please make sure to invite me. I'll be more than willing to come while it's chilled. When it was time for me to go, did these guys not try to talk in corners now? Did they not try to be shady now? I see now everybody is not happy. Like it's now showing. At first they were trying to, ask me nicely to, hey, please stay, whatever, let's do this, we're gonna have this. But I'm like, I love fun, but not to that extent. I'm not stupid. I can now sense some vibes going on. When I tell you everybody was against me now all of a sudden, because you know how boys will influence each other. When now you are weak, what. I'm sure they were already on that. And also the guy felt pressured, Shem. Cool. They can see that I'm not backing off from now, I'm leaving. So as I start taking my things, I don't remember what I had on me, but I know I bought some things and I also had my backpack, but there was not a lot. I could manage to carry everything on my own and go catch a taxi and find my way back home. I take everything. Now nobody is willing to accompany me. Like go all of a sudden, I'm just like, I'm not understanding. And I'm putting my foot down that no guys, I am not gonna stay yet another night here. No, it's not happening. We've exchanged numbers, we're good. Y'all are gonna call me if we need to hook up again and if everybody is okay with it. Now I have things to go and do. which is not even something we're supposed to explain to anybody, but you know, I'm just trying to be nice at this point before I get annoyed. Cool. I take my things and I took my, or as I'm taking my things, just trying to see, am I not missing anything? I now remember I don't have my keys with me. So I'm trying to look and I can't find them. What's happening? So I asked them, hey, hi guys, did anybody, you know, by any chance, maybe take them and like put them somewhere else? Do you guys know where my keys are? And I start like describing how they look like. They had this other key holder, very nice one from South African National Blood Services, because I used to be a don. Yeah. So I'm asking them, but I can see nobody is really concerned about the fact that I'm missing my keys. It's as if they're celebrating that, which now brings me to thinking, it could be that they hid my keys. They know exactly where they are, but this other dude is pretending to be searching with me. Hey, these are the only ones. Hey, we did not see it. Oh. At that point, I was so bored. And then I start thinking also, this by doing this, I think I'm not gonna go anywhere because now I'm stuck. I don't have the keys to my room. Daddy, they don't know me. These ones don't know me. I took my bags. I went. But I'm getting annoyed. I am getting annoyed at this point. Because I remember even the guy, like, the guy that I went there with was now telling me, hey, this, like, we're now not on the same page at all. But I had to leave. I was really pissed. I don't even remember how that conversation went, but I just know nobody was happy with anybody. Everybody was fighting everybody, you know. But fortunately, I managed to get out of that place, catch a taxi to town, and in that taxi, I was just telling the driver what had just happened, you know, because I was now frightened at this point. But you know what? Things could have turned for the worst, but thank God I'm safe. Nothing happened. I only lost the key because I knew I was gonna get a master key, you know, and I was gonna be okay. Yeah. Never tried this at home, guys. This was a total stranger, but my crazy self back then, irresponsible, decided, we're feeling comfortable, we're feeling okay, and went with the vibe. Never, never, never try that. It's very unsafe there. Some people have very bad stories today because of just letting things be, because of being irresponsible, basically. So yeah, that was the younger me. I'm more responsible now. No longer do that. Thank you guys. See you again in the next video.